What's up guys, welcome to another video. Last weekend we ran the Warhorse 12-hour ultra and we had some very ambitious goals for this race, and as you can tell by the title of this video, nothing went according to plan, and you will tell we had some ambitious goals because I will intro this video again at the race. I wasn't expecting everything to go wrong. The entire week leading up to the race, like so many small things went wrong, and they weren't like big things or nothing really to complain about, but it was just thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. It was just like anything that could go wrong went wrong, and I was like, okay, you know what? This week has been really bad, but I'm gonna go to the race, have some fun, and just chase this goal that I set. And even the race went wrong, so it's very unfortunate. I know that the whole month leading up to this race, I was running the 10 miles a day every single day for the month of July, which isn't the most optimal way to train for a 12-hour ultra. Whenever my longest run the entire month before was only an hour and 40 minutes long, whatever I'm trying to do a race that is 12 hours long. So I know I wasn't prepared in that way, but yeah, we're gonna get into the actual video itself, and I will pop in to give you more context whenever I need to. What is up guys, welcome to the video. Today is August 6th. We're running the Warhorse 12-hour ultra in Wartrace, Tennessee. I'm here with a few of my friends, Tori, Caleb, and Jonathan. We're gonna be running the 12-hour portion. There's also a 6-hour portion, and I think it's 12 and a 6-hour rucking. We're not doing that. We're doing the 12-hour run. Hopefully, my goal is to run 60 miles. Last year was the first year they had this, and the guy who won ran 57 miles, so that's the course record. So I'm gonna try to run 60 today. If we don't, it's whatever, but we have a few races coming up later on after this, so it's a big race season, I guess you could call it. But yeah, this is the first of many races. Excited to get out here with a few of my friends and probably just suffer in the hotness, but there is supposed to be some rain later around noon, so hopefully that can help cool us down. But yeah, the plan, 60 miles in 12 hours. I don't know about it, we'll see. Let's get into it.
Standing still at the edge of the world, feel the silence, can't hear a word. In the air, it's starting to stir. Gotta go, 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 gotta run, run, run. Never thought I'd be stuck in the sand, but sometimes things don't go as you plan. I got dreams in the palm of my hand. Gotta go, 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 gotta run. You get me going, you keep me moving. You got me on my way with what you're doing. You get me going, a superhuman, and I want more, more, more of what you're doing. You get me going, you keep me moving. You got me on my way with what you're doing. You get me going, a superhuman, and I want more, more, more of what you're doing. You get me going.
Okay, so this is gonna be the point where things take a turn for the worst. The first 6 loops went according to plan. We were a little bit ahead of schedule. The first loop was in 27 minutes, then 29, 29, 27, 29, 31. And on the 7th loop, I began to hit a wall. It was because it was beginning to warm up, and the conclusion I've came up with is just I was just super dehydrated. I began cramping up everywhere in my legs, my lower back, my upper back, my traps, and my arms. Luckily, we made it back to the aid station. I felt like absolute garbage. The only other time in my life I've ever felt anything like this was a few years ago whenever I had a stomach virus and I was throwing up for like 6 hours straight and getting into bed after that and just cramping up everywhere because I had been throwing up my fluids for the past 6 hours. That's the only other time I've ever felt anything like this. We made it back to the aid station. I had this insane headache and just felt nauseous. I got in a chair trying to cool down, and I was seeing everything in black and white, and my ears were ringing, and it felt like it was so long. It had to have been like 3 to 5 minutes. I wasn't keeping track of time, but it just felt like uncomfortably long that I was feeling this way, like my vision was messed up. And I was like, dude, I'm about to pass out. This is gonna be super embarrassing whenever I wake up and everyone's giving me aid, trying to help me or something, or I wake up in an ambulance or at the hospital, because I've never felt this way before. I don't know what would have happened, could have happened if I did pass out. So I just took it easy for the next 4 hours, trying to cool myself down, trying to get rid of this nauseous feeling. We dumped a t-shirt in the cooler and put it over me to help cool me down, and that seemed to have worked. For the next 4 hours, I began just trying to nibble on some food and drink tons of fluids to help me get back in the game. And finally, after 4 hours, I decided I felt better and I was gonna try to get back out there to complete a couple more loops. I changed my goal from 60 miles to just 10 loops, which would have been 30 miles. Just took a little, was it 2 or 3 hour rest?
It was about 10, I think, whenever you walked back in.
Oh, sorry, I'm spraying that right on you. Oh, it was 10?
I think.
So about 3 hours. This may be a mistake, but we're gonna try.
Hear the glass in the city lights shake. Feel the power from the tide as it breaks. I'ma do whatever it takes. Gonna go, go, go. Gonna run. You get me going. You keep me moving. You got me on my way with what you're doing. You get me going. A superhuman. And I want more of what you're doing.
So we are almost 8 hours into the 12-hour ultra. I am 23.5 miles in. I took a little 3-hour hiatus from basically heat exhaustion. Like, it was pretty bad. I'll probably get into that later in the video if I have not already, but this place is pretty insane. It's just all open field with absolutely like no tree coverage, and I feel like a punk bitch because, you know, it's my fault. I'm not prepared for this. I didn't prepare my body, trying to get it heat acclimated a week or two before this race. Also, I could have showed up better hydrated than I did, and there are other people out here killing this course, which is pretty cool because the heat conditions are got a lot of people, including myself. But yeah, we're gonna try to just rack up as many loops as we can, probably walking the majority, if not all, of the rest of the race if we can. But yeah, it's been a rough day. Definitely disappointed in how this turned out for me, which is again my fault. But yeah, we're gonna walk this loop in.
Okay, so after only completing 2 more loops, the headache and the cramps came back, so I basically began to just throw in the towel after only completing 9 loops, aka 27 miles for the race. And it was definitely a disappointing performance. Definitely doesn't reflect my fitness the way I think it does. I know we did not prepare for this 12-hour race the most optimal way, but you know, it is what it is. We did not perform well and we're disappointed. The heat was definitely an obstacle. I think it was an obstacle for Tori and Caleb as well. After I completed those last 2 loops, some severe thunderstorms rolled in, and it was pretty severe. The lightning was insane. I don't think I got any of that on camera though, but there were still many runners out there on the track, on the loop, completing more and more miles. Jonathan being one of those, and he finished 2nd overall, completing 17 loops, which was pretty cool to see because the conditions for today just were not optimal. It was very hot. And as we were leaving Wartrace, disappointed in my performance, just thinking, you know, what else could go wrong? Things went wrong. We left the venue. As soon as we left the venue, we had a flat tire. I think we ran over a beer bottle that was at the venue. They had a wedding the previous night before the race. So I think we ran over a beer bottle, had a flat tire, just icing on the cake for the weekend. But you know, this is just definitely a learning experience for me. We have races coming up later earlier next month, and I'm excited to get to those, to try to redeem myself, to try to gain some confidence that I lost during this race. And hopefully you can subscribe, tag along to the videos, and we will definitely try to make up for this poor performance in upcoming races. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.
You get me going, you keep